I turned my hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokémon Emerald into an exercise. That means I'm playing the game while walking on a treadmill. I did this with Brilliant Diamond, so this is the second time I have done a Treadlocke challenge. The rules are your standard for a hardcore Nuzlocke with the added addition of a 30-second jog penalty if Pokemon faints, a 3-minute jog penalty for a team wipe, and a new addition where I have to jog for each gym leader battle and the Elite Four champion. Gen 3 games are some of the more challenging games for me personally, so without further ado, let's get this started. I started the game by choosing Mudkip due to it being the best type for 3 out of the first 4 gyms. I got to Wurmple, Poochyena, Lotad, Talos, Shroomish, Whismur, and Nincada all before facing the first gym. I was able to catch Nincada in the same area I caught Whismur due to a viewer using channel points for me to gain an extra encounter. There will be a lot of those sprinkled out through this video, so just a heads up. When I do fight Roxanne, I lead with my Lotad. I take out her first Geodude with Bullet Seed, and her second Geodude doesn't go down to a Bullet Seed, and hits hard with a Rock Tomb. Geodude heals up with a potion, and goes down to an Absorb. Doze Pass comes out next and uses Harden, and I use Absorb. And it barely does any damage. It then uses Block, and Bullet Seed hits 3 times, taking it down to yellow, before its Oran Berry heals it back up. It uses Harden again, and Bullet Seed hits twice. Roxanne then uses a potion not in heal range, and Bullet Seed hits for another 3. Nose Pass then tackles, and Bullet Seed hits 3 more times, taking it down to the red. After 1 more tackle, the clean-shaved Nigel Thornberry goes down. That was the first time I jogged for a gym fight, and let's just say it was pretty brutal, but also very worth it. I then catch a Zubat and Electrike, and then after getting my Tailo poisoned, I fight Raleigh. And thanks to Guts, Tailo takes out Machop, Meditite, and Magahita, all with 1 wing attack, earning my second badge. Before the next gym fight, I catch an Illumise, which I don't mind, but Volbeat would be better. And then I fight Watson. Marshtomp takes out Voltorb and Electrike with Mudshot, and Magneton comes out next. It supersonics, and Marshtomp hits itself. Then it uses Sonic Boom, and of course Marshtomp hits itself again. I switch into my Electrike, taking a Sonic Boom. Magneton uses Thunder Wave, and so does Electrike. Electrike then goes down to a Shockwave, and my Marshtomp gets some revenge, taking Magneton out, and then takes Manectric out. After a quick breather, I jog for 30 seconds to mourn my fallen Electric Dog. A bit later, while I'm grinding for Flannery, this happens. Yeah, Skarmory is only level 16, while Slugma... That crit was unfortunate. I have to remember to play around them. I'm sure I'll learn my lesson after that. I jog for 30 seconds, catch a Soul Rock, then I kinda get a bit ahead of myself and take on Flannery.
Numel down. Slugma down. Alright, Water Gun. Oh shoot. Fudge. Ah, frick. That crit was insane. I gotta risk it here.
I won't lie, I kinda forgot about the physical special split going into this battle, and thought Mudshot could handle things, so I rushed the fight. That was a big mistake though. I jogged for 3 minutes, and then the next day, started attempt 2. Things start out the same with me choosing Mudkip as my starter and I catch another Poochyena, but then, I guess you could say the timeline splits. I nab a Wingull and a Ralts, and a Twitch viewer redeems a free encounter with channel points, so I pick up a Lotad. Then I catch a Marill, Shroomish, and Whismur, and take on Roxanne this time with my Lotad evolved in Lombre.
Alright, 1 down. 2 down. Come on.
I get the first badge, and I'm feeling pretty good. So good, in fact. I decided to battle May.
I need to risk it. Ah, come on!
Well, f***. That messes up my strategy for the game. I jog for 30 seconds and somehow beat May without losing anyone else. Then I catch a Magikarp, Tentacool, Oddish, Aron, Zubat, and fight Brawly, which doesn't go as smooth as the first time. Machop goes down with a bit of struggle, and then Meditite goes down with 2 wing attacks. But then, thanks to Bulk Up and a Citrus Berry, this happens.
Dang it!
Ralts gets revenge after 2 confusions, and I jog for 30 seconds. Then while grinding, I lose my Zubat. Well, hopefully this is the only time I'll lose a Pokemon while grinding. I catch Illumise again, and then after grinding, I battle Watson. And this fight also doesn't go as smoothly as the first time, if you could believe it.
Oh, I forgot animations. Crap. Oh well. Okay. I hate that you're faster. Wait, why did I... Ah, dang it. I did not mean to do that. I only wanted 2. Alright, should be... Ah! Quick attack, I forgot! Ah! And I think I'm locked in. I just lost 2 really good Pokemon. Could have saved Curlia. I completely forgot about Quick Attack.
Not my finest moment, but I did survive. I jog for a minute after losing the 2 Pokemon, and then catch a Numel, Slugma, Spinda, Viper, Solrock, and then it's time for the Flannery rematch.
Overleveling should take this out. Ah, I forgot animations. Whoops. Okay, Slugma. Camera up's down. Okay, so don't Sunny Day. Don't paralyze. We got it. We got it. Ah, thank you.
Tentacool lived up to its name and was indeed cool to use in the fight. After catching a Sandshrew, a Trampich, and losing my Magahito while grinding.
God dang it.
Okay, so I guess this will be a common thing. I take on Daddy Norman, with what probably is going to be my smartest strategy of the run. Mightyena takes out Spinda, and Slacking comes out next. It uses Yawn, and I use Sand Attack. Then I switch into my Illumise while it's truant. It uses Yawn, and I use Charm. After using Charm again, Illumise falls asleep. Then I switch in Mightyena, taking a Yawn. I use Sand Attack, then fall asleep. It uses Facade, but I am able to wake up without it hitting me again, and I use Sand Attack. After making sure its accuracy is -6, I switch into Breloom. After using Leech Seed and maxing out my attack with Bulk Up, I go on the offensive, taking out Slacking, Vigoroth, and Lanoon with Mach Punch. I pick up my 5th badge, and it's time to get the 6th.
I, of course, forgot animations, but actually, in this kind of Nuzlocke, maybe animations are okay to be off. Switch Relentless, bait the Earthquake. Oh, we're just Dragon Dancing, okay. Power Through. Dang. Okay, this is a range. Okay, heal range. Okay, this is not good. Alright, we're Dragon Dance right now. Go Zeus. Get Intimidate. You know what? Roar. Come on. Okay. Acid. So this is kind of my strat. It's not good. I should be able to live Solar Beam. Thunderbolt. Fudge. Oh, we lived. Sorry.
That was a pretty scary fight, but I managed to pull through deathless. I get my 6th badge, and then while grinding I decide to battle some trainers, and...
Oh, hello. Wait, what the... What?
That's unfortunate, but luckily I do pick up a Pikachu in the Safari Zone, so I do have an electric type replacement. I jog for 30 seconds and then take on Maxie. My Tentacruel takes out Mightyena, my Solrock takes out Camerupt, and Raichu takes out Crobat. It did get a bit scary, but we handled it pretty well. What doesn't go so well is grinding, where I lose Lombre, Shuppet, and Whiscash. So I had to jog for about a minute and a half total in different points. But after surviving the grind, I take on Tate and Liza. I lead with Sharpedo and Mightyena, and start off by double teaming Claydol, taking it out. Same with Solrock and Lunatone. And since Xatu can only do any damage by confusing me, it goes down after a while. I pick up my 7th badge, then I catch a Spheal named Queso. I'm going to turn the stream up! And after taking on Archie, the plot progresses. And I have to find all 7 Dragon Balls to summon... Wait, wrong series? Anyway, I go wake up Rayquaza, and it goes full mom on Groudon Kyogre, breaking up their fight. And then while taking on gym trainers, I lose my Vileplume. After I finish grinding, I take on the last gym leader, Juan. My Raichu takes out Luvdisc with Thunderbolt, and then Whiscash comes out. I switch in Gyarados, and it uses Rain Dance. After using Surf, Whiscash uses Amnesia, and then thanks to the rain, Surf takes Whiscash out. Celio comes out next, I use Bite, and Celio uses Aurora Beam. I use Bite again, and it uses Aurora Beam. The rain stops, and I switch Raichu into an Aurora Beam. One Thunderbolt takes Celio out, and then Crawdaunt comes out. It also goes down to a Thunderbolt, and then Kingdra comes out. I use Thunder Wave paralyzing it, and it gets fully parried. Then I use Thunderbolt, and it uses Double Team. One more Thunderbolt takes it out, and I get my last badge. It's time to grind for the Elite Four, baby.
Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. I didn't mean to get into this fight, and I really messed up. Ugh!
Well, that could have been a full wipe. I got somewhat lucky only losing Gyarados there, but still very tragic. After grinding up, my team going into Elite Four will be Ninetales, Altaria, Raichu, Breloom, Sharpedo, and Queso. I start my battle with Sydney off with Sharpedo to take Mightyena's Intimidate. I use Taunt, stopping a Sand Attack, and then I switch into Breloom, taking a strong Double Edge. Then I realized I forgot to teach Brick Break. So I end up using Leech Seed and it uses Sand Attack. I end up Mach Punching, taking Mightyena out, and Absol comes out. I decide to risk it and attack.
Ooh, just barely. Ah, that was bad. Ah, yeah.
Well, that was deserved for not teaching Brick Break. I send out my Ninetales and take Absol out with Flamethrower. Crawdon is out next. I switch Spicy into a Swords Dance and then take the Lobster out with Thunderbolt. Shiftry is out next, and I switch back into Kushina, and it uses Swagger. I then switch into Queso as it double teams, and Aurora Beam takes Shiftry out. Cacturne comes out next, and also goes down to Aurora Beam. Sydney goes down, and I jog for 30 seconds to mourn my fallen Breloom. Then it's Phoebe. She was pretty easy. Glacia, on the other hand, is a bit tricky. Spicy takes out her Verselia with Thunderbolt, and then Glalie comes out. Thunderbolt takes it down to below half, and Icy Wind gets a good hit with a crit, lowering my speed. I then switch into Ninetales, and Glalie healed with a full restore. Flamethrower takes it out, and Glacia sends out her own Queso. I make the tough decision to sacrifice my Ninetales, getting a flamethrower off before Kushina goes down to a surf. Spicy comes back out and takes Walrein down with a Thunderbolt, then the second Celio comes out, going down to a Thunderbolt. Her last Glalie comes out and I switch into Jaws, while it uses Hail. Crunch does huge damage, and so does his Ice Beam. My next Crunch takes Glalie out, and I jog for 30 seconds. Next up is Drake, and it's Queso's time to shine. Aura Beam takes out Shieldgon, and then Salamence comes out. It uses Rock Slide, doing big damage, and luckily Queso doesn't flinch, getting off an Aura Beam and taking the Salamence out. Altaria comes out next, and it goes down to Aura Beam as well. Then out comes Kingdra. I use Aura Beam, taking it down to just above half, and I regret not teaching Ice Beam. It uses Dragon Dance, and then I switch into my Altaria, with Kingdra doing another Dragon Dance. It then gets selfish and uses Dragon Dance one more time, and Floof's Dragon Breath takes it out. Flygon is out next and uses Dragon Breath, but Floof tanks it and then uses its own Dragon Breath. After Flygon heals, Floof's next Dragon Breath crits, taking out the Flygon. And now it's time to fight the champion, Wallace. I start jogging and lead with Spicy. Thunderbolt takes Wailord out, and out comes Gyarados, who also goes down to a Thunderbolt. Whiscash comes out next and I switch into Floof, as it uses Earthquake. After setting up 5 Dragon Dances, I take Whiscash and Tentacruel out with Earthquake, and then my Milotic comes out. Earthquake takes it down to about 1/3 of health, and it uses Ice Beam, taking Floof down. Spicy comes out and gets revenge for Floof, and out comes Ludicolo. Spicy gets off a Thunderbolt, and it uses Double Team. Spicy's next Thunderbolt connects, and Ludicolo goes down. And just like that, I beat a hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokémon Emerald while on a treadmill. The total miles I walked this run was 60 miles. At the start of this run, my weight was sitting at 364 pounds, and at the end, it was sitting at 359. 10 pounds less than when I started this challenge with Brilliant Diamond. Thank you so much for watching this video and following along with my weight loss journey. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you know when I'm live with the next Treadlocke stream, or for future video uploads. Thanks again, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.